Thank you for watching Talk Derby to Me with 10 Gauge Rage to Rage here at CentralValleyTalk.com. In the hot seat, I have Lord Rudy ready to give his astrology forecast for Christmas and New Year's. Welcome, Lord Rudy. We are in the festive mood.
Right.
You know, we got the antlers, and then, you know, I got my little Santa hat so I can get ready to sing my little Marilyn Monroe song, Santa Baby. No, I'm just joking.
And I'm going to
have him sing that. I'm going to have Jesse sing that.
And I'm all about reindeer games.
Yay! Okay, so what do we have in store for us?
Okay, so don't want to sound cliche, but 'tis the season. So I just want to start with, once again, blending histories of or explaining why we do certain traditions. I think sometimes it gets lost in the shuffle of why we decorate or what the symbology is. So I wanted to start with Christmas, and but going back before it was Christmas, when it was in tuned with nature, or what we call the old religion or the old ways, when it was a time of, once again, winter, a challenging time, but also it was about darkness and light. And what I mean is that December 21st is what we call, is a special night called winter solstice. And this is every December 21st. It's the longest night of the year. Now, the very next day, what happens is that the days start to become longer again. Mm-hmm. So in old times, we always would tell stories of God being in nature, like self-evident. So it was about calling back the sun so that we would have, once again, good harvests, crops, etc. So there's an old, I'm sure everyone's heard of Yuletide cheer. So let me ask you, do you know what Yule means? Actual Yule.
Conjunction of you will?
No, so
thank you, Jesse, because
okay.
I was going to say something like that too.
Yule is it's an ancient tongue. It's a word that means to yell or to sing or to scream. So in old times, on this night, there's a lot of different things that would happen, but people would go to the highest hill and they would celebrate, but they would sing songs to bring back the god or the sun god or the sun. And so to wake up Mother Earth. So Yule is actually a word that means to yell or to scream. Mm-hmm. So they would sing to the sun to bring it back. Now, also, we all know that we celebrate Christmas in celebration of the birth of the Messiah or the Christ consciousness or Jesus Christ. But before that, in all pagan religions, there's always stories of the God dying and being reborn, or being born and then dying and being resurrected. Mm-hmm. So winter solstice is actually, there is a connection. It is the death of the Holly King and then the birth of the Oak King, which means at the end of darkness and the birth, the darkness is the Holly King. Mm-hmm. And then it's the rebirth. He's the same God, but he's reborn as the Oak King, which is when the days start to become longer. Okay? Now, getting into how we decorate. So I put here a little pine, bow. We all know that sometimes we decorate with Christmas wreaths.
There we go.
And what we would do is, some people do this, some people don't, but some people will actually make a bow or a wreath or a banner of pine, and they would decorate it with things. Now, the things that they would decorate it with would be the blessings of what they wanted to come to life when the sun god returned. So it was a symbology of that. Also, pine is a symbol of immortality, strength, protection. So when we actually put that wreath with the holly, with the decorations on our door, it's actually to protect our homes, but also it's to bring blessings too.
Oh, I never knew that. That's great.
So just a little bit of history on that. Now, also for the new year, I always say that New Year's is a time for that it's always about our intentions of planning on what we want to manifest for the new year. So I always tell people that to take advantage of this time, like write a petition of what you no longer want to repeat, and then also what you want to manifest for the new year. Okay. Also, there's an old folklore that every year for New Year's that you should always throw out your old broom. So,
Yeah.
you can hold
I
that
never
up.
knew that.
You're supposed to hold that. Now, this is faster than the Nimbus 2000. So,
I might take off on this bad
this is going to be
boy.
no problem. But, once again, you clean with the broom. A lot of times in old traditions, you would also use the broom to make bad things go away out of your home, like spirits and stuff. So every new year, you should buy a new broom and throw out the old one, because this is a symbol of, releasing like anything bad so you don't bring it into the future. Okay, so I just
Good to
wanted to
know.
share that.
Thank you.
And,
That's good to know. Interesting.
And also, so now I want to get into the moon forecast. So today and tomorrow, the moon is going to be in the great house of, actually it's today and tomorrow, so in the great house of Taurus. So this is a time of, and we all know that the moon, once again, to explain, the moon rules our emotions, our feelings, our tides, impulses. So it helps us when it's in the house of Taurus. Some of the key words I want to share with everyone is that to be patient. Sometimes these next 2 days can be trying for people that aren't patient. Also, it's a time to enjoy yourself, not sweat over the little things. And then over the weekend, it's going to go into the house of Gemini, which means that moods start to change. So it's a good time to let go of things of the past, and also the energy will lighten up. People will actually feel that that they're able to just let go of things like grudges. So, and that's what I keep sensing, like universally, like in the Fresno community, is just a lot of this going on right now. But it's time to nurture, be patient, and also to let go over the next 4 days. Also, Saturday, the moon is full. So this is a very powerful time to be mindful, to help us to remind us to be mindful of our emotions, things that we say, think about before we take actions, things of that nature.
Wow. I'm blown away. This is so knowledgeable. Okay, I've been told several times that, 2015 is supposed to be my year, and after that, because something that, it's the end of the, what is that? Of the seventh year.
Right.
Okay, yes. If you can explain a little bit about that
Okay,
to me
so
again.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know all things, but just know a lot of things shift every 7 years.
Yes, that's what it was.
And it corresponds to chronological age, and also each steps in our evolution. Oh, it's always about 6 or it's actually 7 years. So what I keep predicting for you is you have a lot of energy, and now it's like you're more maternal now, that you're able to make things grow where things couldn't grow. That you're able to also expand, not physically, but energetically, money-wise.
Please don't say physically. Please don't say physically, Lord
Right,
Rudy,
right.
or
So-
otherwise I'm going to
right.
have an attack.
No, absolutely not. Actually, I see that becoming more informed, and because I actually
Please, because I'm trying to get lean.
Right. Well, actually, what I'm supposed to tell you is, like I said, I don't know if I told you this, but the last year and a half, actually the last 8 months have been really challenging, but a lot of blessings.
Yes.
And now you got it all under control, and just keep going with that. And just know that absolutely 7 is the number of the goddess Venus, and so definitely she's going to be assisting you.
Thank you, because you know what? I'm going to tell you this. It has been challenging, and 2 years ago, in the month of October, I left my law enforcement job.
Oh, wow.
So that was the best thing that I ever did for myself, and it was hard, but
Right.
I'm telling you, it and I always say roller derby saved my soul, because it did. That was my step, and I have no regrets.
I see you being definitely a lot more of an advocate for a lot of different people. And also another prediction, which is backed up by the gods, is definitely, I see your show here on Central Valley Talk going to rise to the top.
Well, thank you.
And,
And don't forget my awesome musician, Jesse Lee Humphrey, because he's kind of
we're
cool
all,
too.
like I said, I'm glad I could have joined, got on the board.
Yes,
And,
let me let the viewers know that not along with Jesse Lee Humphrey joining Team Rage, so is Lord Rudy too. Lord Rudy is going to be on Team Rage for 2015.
The in-house psychic.
Yes, we are very excited. We are going to have an awesome team. We have a lot of great things.
I'm very excited also.
We have a lot of great things coming up for the season 2. And
Absolutely.
we are all excited, and I just can't. So this is our last show. But anyways, how can people find you?
So I work out of my healing studio out of home. So I do readings by phone, also by email, and also in person. You can contact me at rudyblackwolf@gmail.com or text or call me to set up an appointment. Area code 559-930-7597.
Well, thank you, Rudy, and then you'll be back at the end of the show for the TGRR roast. I haven't seen the video yet, but I'm scared. All right, we'll be right back after this with Jesse Lee Humphrey. Yeah!
Hey, I'm getting the hang of this.
Yeah. This is how it's going to go every time.